Throughout history, humans have faced countless threats, but some of the deadliest weren't hunters or warriors. Today, we're counting down the top 10 creatures that have killed the most humans in history. From ancient plagues to modern pandemics, from silent killers you've never seen to the wars waged by our own species. Number 10. Assassin bugs. The silent killers that took millions of human lives. They are commonly called kissing bugs because they often bite people near the lips or eyes while they sleep. Assassin bugs are native to Central and South America, with some species extending into the southern United States. They are nocturnal insects that feed on blood and prefer to live in cracks of walls, roofs, and poorly constructed homes. What makes assassin bugs deadly is not their bite, but the parasite they carry. Assassin bugs transmit a parasite called Trypanosoma cruzi, which causes Chagas disease. The infection process is unusual and highly effective. Because Chagas disease kills slowly and often goes undiagnosed, historical records are incomplete. However, based on epidemiological studies and population models, experts estimate that assassin bugs have caused approximately 1 to 3 million human deaths over the course of human history, with some higher estimates reaching up to 5 million. Assassin bugs prove that size and strength do not determine danger. Sometimes, the deadliest enemy is the one that bites you in your sleep and kills you decades later. Number 9. Snails, the unexpected killers that took millions of human lives. Snails are among the most overlooked yet deadly creatures in human history. They kill indirectly by serving as essential hosts for parasitic diseases that have plagued humanity for thousands of years. Despite their slow movement and harmless appearance, freshwater snails have been responsible for millions of human deaths. The danger comes from parasitic flatworms, primarily those that cause schistosomiasis, also known as bilharzia. Freshwater snails act as intermediate hosts for these parasites. The parasite multiplies inside the snail and is later released into lakes, rivers, and irrigation canals as microscopic larvae. Humans become infected when swimming, bathing, fishing, washing clothes, or walking barefoot in contaminated freshwater. The parasite penetrates human skin directly, without pain. Once inside the body, the parasite damages the liver, destroys kidneys, causes internal bleeding, leads to bladder cancer, weakens the immune system, causes chronic organ failure. While the disease often kills slowly, untreated infections can be fatal, especially after years of repeated exposure. Some of the deadliest killers in human history never chased us, bit us, or attacked us. They simply waded in the water. Number 8. Dogs, humanity's companion that killed millions. Dogs are often called man's best friend. Yet throughout human history, they have also been one of the deadliest animals to humans. Not because of aggression or predatory behavior, but because dogs have been the primary vector of rabies, one of the most lethal diseases ever known. For thousands of years, dogs lived closely with humans, sharing homes, villages, and camps. This close relationship allowed rabies to spread relentlessly across civilizations, long before modern medicine existed. Dogs kill humans indirectly through rabies virus transmission. Rabies is transmitted through bites, saliva entering open wounds, scratches contaminated with saliva. Before vaccines and post-exposure prophylaxis existed, a single dog bite was often a death sentence. Rabies is especially terrifying because the incubation period can last weeks or months. Early symptoms resemble a mild illness. Once neurological symptoms begin, death is inevitable. Estimated 5 to 10 million human deaths over the course of human history, with dogs responsible for the vast majority of rabies transmissions. Today, rabies deaths are largely preventable. Vaccines exist for humans and dogs. Yet even now, around 59,000 people die from rabies every year. Over 99% of cases are caused by dogs. dogs shaped human history not only as companions, but also as one of the most efficient disease vectors ever known. Number 7. Snakes, ancient killers that claimed millions of human lives. Snakes have been feared by humans since the beginning of civilization. Long before modern medicine, venomous snakes were among the most lethal animals encountered by humans, especially in tropical and rural regions where people lived, farmed, and hunted close to nature. Unlike disease-carrying insects, snakes kill directly through venom, making them one of the most immediate and terrifying threats in human history. Modern data suggests that venomous snakes kill 80,000 to 140,000 people per year today. Historically, when populations lived closer to nature and medicine was non-existent, mortality rates were far higher. However, improved medical care has dramatically reduced mortality compared to the past. Snakes don't hunt humans, yet millions died simply by stepping into their world. Number 6. Bats, the invisible reservoirs behind humanity's deadliest diseases. They rarely attack, rarely bite, and almost never kill directly. Yet in terms of historical human deaths, bats are among the most dangerous animals on Earth. Not because of violence, but because they are natural reservoirs of some of the deadliest viruses ever known. For thousands of years, bats have silently coexisted with humans, carrying pathogens that periodically spill over into human populations, triggering epidemics and pandemics with devastating consequences. Bats kill humans indirectly by hosting and spreading viruses that jump to humans, directly through bites, scratches, or bodily fluids, or indirectly through intermediate animals such as pigs, camels, primates, or dogs. Key bat-associated diseases include rabies, Ebola, Marburg virus, SARS, MERS, COVID-19. Once these viruses adapt to humans, they can spread rapidly and uncontrollably. Bats possess unique biological traits, extremely strong immune systems, ability to fly long distances, dense colony living, long lifespans for their size. These traits allow viruses to persist, evolve, and spread without killing the bat, turning bats into perfect long-term virus reservoirs. One bat, one virus, and as a result, millions dead. Number 5. Lice, the tiny parasites that killed millions in silence. Lice are among the smallest creatures ever to influence human history. Yet they have caused millions of human deaths. Unlike predators or venomous animals, lice kill indirectly, acting as vectors for deadly diseases that thrived during war, famine, and poverty. Lice themselves do not kill. The danger comes from the pathogens they transmit, primarily epidemic typhus, relapsing fever, trench fever. Body lice spread disease when infected feces enter bite wounds or broken skin. Poor hygiene and overcrowding allow lice populations to explode, turning human bodies into living transmission networks. Typhus epidemics often killed more soldiers than battles themselves. Across recorded history, epidemic typhus alone is estimated to have caused 20 to 30 million human deaths. Entire campaigns collapsed because armies were destroyed not by enemies, but by lice. Today, lice are largely controlled through hygiene, antibiotics, insecticides. However, outbreaks still occur in refugee camps, war zones, disaster areas. Typhus remains a threat wherever conditions collapse. When hygiene failed, lice ruled. Number 4. Flies, the silent killers that spread death across civilizations. For thousands of years, flies turned human waste, corpses, and contaminated water into weapons of mass infection. They spread disease by landing on feces, sewage, and dead bodies, carrying bacteria and parasites on their legs and body hairs, regurgitating digestive fluids onto food, defecating on food and open wounds. This makes flies extremely effective mechanical vectors of disease. Diarrheal diseases alone killed millions of children throughout history, especially before clean water and sanitation. Wherever flies thrived, epidemics followed. Among all flies, the tsetse fly stands apart. Unlike houseflies, tsetse flies kill through direct transmission. Tsetse flies transmit African trypanosomiasis, also known as sleeping sickness, caused by trypanosoma parasites. Across recorded history, the tsetse fly alone is estimated to have caused 10 to 20 million human deaths. Today, flies still matter. Diarrheal diseases remain a major killer in poor regions. Tsetse flies still threaten parts of Africa. Climate change expands fly habitats. While their impact is reduced, they are far from harmless. Number 3. Fleas and rats. The deadliest partnership in human history. Separately, rats and fleas are dangerous pests. Together, they formed one of the most lethal biological partnerships ever to exist, responsible for some of the worst pandemics in human history. This alliance reshaped civilizations, collapsed empires, and killed tens to hundreds of millions of people. Fleas and rats kill indirectly through the transmission of bacterial diseases, most notably plague. The process looks like this. Rats become infected with plague. Fleas biting infected rats. Plague bacteria multiply inside the flea. The flea bites humans. Infection spreads rapidly through populations. This caused bubonic plague, septicemic plague, pneumonic plague. Rats themselves did not infect humans directly in most cases. Their role: hosted plague-infected fleas, lived close to humans, died in huge numbers during outbreaks, forced fleas to jump to humans. Rats amplified the spread, but rarely caused infection on their own. The most infamous disaster was the Black Death. Killed 75 to 200 million people. Eliminated up to 50% of Europe's population. Spread faster than any known disease of its time. Rats carried death. Fleas delivered it. Number 2. Mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are responsible for more human deaths than any other animal on Earth, including predators, parasites, and even most wars. They do not kill with strength, venom, or intelligence, but through disease transmission on a massive scale. For thousands of years, mosquitoes shaped human survival, population growth, settlement patterns, and even the outcomes of wars. Mosquitoes kill indirectly by transmitting deadly pathogens while feeding on blood. Only female mosquitoes bite humans, using blood to develop eggs. During this process, they inject saliva that can contain viruses or parasites. Mosquitoes are vectors for some of the deadliest diseases ever known. The deadliest is malaria. Malaria has existed for at least 50,000 years and likely killed more humans than any other single disease. Entire regions were once considered uninhabitable due to malaria. They multiplied rapidly and spread disease continuously, not in isolated outbreaks. Even today, around 600,000 people die annually from malaria. Humanity's deadliest enemy still flies, reminding us that the greatest threats are not the ones we fear, but the ones we ignore. Number 1. Humans, the deadliest creature to ever exist. Humans are, without question, the deadliest creature in human history. Unlike animals, parasites, or insects, humans do not kill by instinct alone. They kill intentionally and unintentionally, individually and collectively, directly and indirectly. No other species has developed so many methods, systems, and justifications for killing its own kind. Human-caused death does not come from one source. It comes from many layers, overlapping and evolving throughout history. Intentional killing, wars, genocide, and mass atrocities. Unintentional killing, disease spread by humans. War alone has killed hundreds of millions of people, most of which were remarkable during First World War, which caused 15 to 20 millions of human death, and second, 70 to 85 million. Other creatures kill to survive. Humans kill to believe, to control, to obey, or simply not to care. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you in the next video.